See JavaScript. Total JavaScript, how many parts divided? 3 parts. First one, JavaScript language basics. Second one, client side JavaScript. Third one, server side JavaScript. Okay. See 3 parts. JavaScript language basics, client side JavaScript, server side JavaScript. Okay. Now you are learning JavaScript language basics. JavaScript language basics. How many I given? 10. Identifiers, keywords, literals, data types, variables, type conversions. Next, operations on data. Next, program structure, operators, control statements. These all learn any program. If you want to learn any programming language, first of all, these all required. Very basics. Okay. JavaScript language basics. Not only JavaScript language basics. If you want to learn C language also, C++ also, Java also, Python also, C# also, first you have to learn these 10. Any programming language, you have to learn these 10. These 10 you have to learn first. Okay. Yesterday, I given identifiers. Okay. Identifiers, rules I given. Rules. That rules, according to rules, I'll write some identifiers. First, what is identifier? It is a word used to identify variables, functions, methods, classes, dash, etc. It is nothing but variable name, method name, function name, class name, object name, like these all names, identification purpose. How many rules are there? 5 rules. What is the first rule? It can be formed by using alphabets, digits, underscore symbol, dollar symbol. Can I write alphabets, capital letters, small letters? Both you can write. Okay. Special symbols only 2. Underscore, dollar. Can I write first letter as a digit? No. Identifier length is unlimited. There is no limit. How many special symbols we can write? Only 2. What are those? Underscore, dollar. Can I write white space? No. White space characters not allowed. Space not allowed. Tab not allowed. Enter key not allowed. Okay. Now, examples of identifiers. Already identifiers you written rules. Examples. Don't write. I'll give time for writing. Don't write. First listen and give answer. I'll write some identifiers you observe. I'll write some identifiers. Suppose test. Second test. Third test 3. Okay. 4 test. 5 test. First one, valid or not valid? Second one, why second one not valid? It must begins with alphabet, underscore or dollar. So that's what not allowed. Third one, valid. Fourth one, fifth one, valid. Okay. Say sixth one, version ID. Why it is not valid? Space not allowed. Version iPhone ID, not valid. Version underscore ID, version dollars hash symbol ID, not valid. Version dollar ID, valid or not valid? Suppose 11th one. 11th one underscore demo. 12th one underscore dollar underscore, valid? Sure? Valid. Okay. 13th one underscore $5, valid? Valid. 14 dollar underscore dollar. 15th $4. Now if I give 1000 identifiers also, can you give answer or not? What you have to remember? Rules you have to remember, or 15 examples you have to remember? Rules you have to remember. 15 examples if you remember, 16th one also may or may not possible. Okay. But 5 rules if you remember, 1000 also you can give, 1 lakh also you can give. Okay. Right is all. Is it over? So JavaScript language basics compulsory to learn client side JavaScript. Okay. Compulsory or to learn. These all just like a C language, C++, Java, C#, Python, that type appears. First language basics. Later different. Later again other language different, JavaScript different appears. Starting fundamentals, language basics, same style may appears. But client side JavaScript is then, again we use HTML, CSS, I'll mix. So after completion of language basics, while teaching event handling, then I'll start HTML. HTML, CSS I'll combine. So further what will happen? HTML, CSS, JavaScript I'll mix. Okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript I'll mix. That type programs only we'll see further. But this knowledge is mandatory. With this knowledge only, that one you can understand. Directly, that is you cannot understand. Okay, that is the reason compulsory you have to learn. But these all just like a C, C++, C Sharp, Python, Java, that type appears. Is it over? Say starting JavaScript introduced only for client side. Starting JavaScript was scripting language. Starting JavaScript was object based language, but now it is become as object oriented language. What is object based? What is object oriented? Instead of covering now, while teaching objects, I'll cover. That's what later I'll cover that one. First, language basics I'll teach. Okay. So some programming languages are object based. Some programming languages are object oriented. JavaScript initially object based, but now object oriented. Totally changed JavaScript. Day by day they are updating. It is also one full-fledged independent programming language. Okay. You are learning already. Here Java student, they are learning Java. .NET student, they are learning C Sharp. Python student, they are learning Python. Those are languages, no? Like that JavaScript. It is also one full-fledged programming language. Whatever you are going to do with Java, that is you can do with JavaScript. Whatever you are going to do with Python, that is you can do with JavaScript. Whatever you are going to do with C Sharp, that is you can do with JavaScript. Possible. But client-side JavaScript frameworks different, server-side JavaScript frameworks different. With this JavaScript knowledge, frameworks you can learn further. See, if you open browser, just if you write JavaScript frameworks, how many frameworks comes you observe? JavaScript frameworks. See, how many frameworks? 5 more. You observe, many frameworks are there. Many frameworks. So top 10 JavaScript frameworks in 2023. See, like this. Angular JS, Angular JavaScript, Angular different, Angular JS different, Angular TypeScript, Angular JS JavaScript. JS what is, you know, that is JavaScript. See, next, React JS, Vue JS, see, Ember JS, Meter JS. The JS only, JavaScript only. Say this is Mithril JS, Node JS, see, Polymer JS, like JS, all JavaScript related on. Say Arella JS, Backbone JS, like this. JS is popular. So it is React JS. Server side JavaScript framework is Node.js. But those JavaScript is compulsory. Otherwise not possible. Okay. React JS, Node.js, those are frameworks. Nothing but ready-made programs. Programs already present. You have to customize according to your requirement. It is nothing but Java people learning some frameworks further. Spring framework, Spring Boot framework, Hibernate framework, like that Struts framework, JSF frameworks. But can you learn directly those all without core Java, without advanced Java? Like that here also. Python, can you learn directly Django, REST and Flask directly? No. First core Python, advanced Python require. After that only Django. Directly not possible. Like C Sharp. C Sharp people also learning. ASP.NET, ADO.NET and some frameworks are there. .NET Core framework. Can you learn directly? No. First C Sharp you have to learn, no? Like that. First JavaScript you learn, then only remaining. Those are JavaScript frameworks. Different companies, different framework they are using. Suppose you learn here, suppose you learn React.js, you may join in a company, they'll give other framework. Then how will you understand? With this knowledge only. First, this JavaScript, if you know any other framework, becomes easy. So, learning all JavaScript frameworks. Online students, voice is not clear. Online students, voice is not clear. Clear? Only 1-2 members means problem may be your side. 1 minute. One minute, wait, online students.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
See, client-side JavaScript frameworks, server-side JavaScript frameworks, many are there. Okay. If you want to learn any framework, first of all, JavaScript required. Okay. That is your learning here. After this, you can choose any framework. After this, any framework you can choose. Okay. Now, client-side JavaScript, if you want to learn also, server-side JavaScript, if you want to learn also, first of all, you require basics. That is your learning. Okay. See, frameworks are nothing but ready-made programs. Programs are ready-made. According to your requirement, you can customize. But if you want to customize, first of all, you should have some knowledge. That is only your learning. Okay. Now, I given identifiers. Identifiers completed. Next, keywords. See, after completion of these 10 concepts, then I'll combine HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay. After completion of these 10 points, this language basics I'll cover. Then I'll start HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I'll mix. But up to that, don't forget HTML, CSS. Again, if you forget, you cannot understand. Okay. Keywords. Note down. A set of words reserved by language itself. A set of words reserved by language itself. And those words are called keywords. A set of words reserved by language itself. And those words are called keywords. A set of words reserved by language itself. And those words are called keywords. So writing program purpose, some words are already reserved. Those words we can call it as keywords. Next note on examples. True, false, null, class, if, else, switch, while, for, do, break, continue. Dash dash, etc. True, false, null, class, if, else, switch, while, for, do, break, continue, dash dash, etc. These all writing program purpose reserved. Writing program purpose reserved. These all words are called keywords. These all words are called keywords. Next note on. Initially, there are 56 keywords. Initially, there are 56 keywords. Recently, 8 new keywords added. Initially, there are 56 keywords. Recently, 8 new keywords added. 16 keywords removed. 16 keywords removed. Initially, there are 56 keywords. Recently, 8 new keywords added. 16 keywords removed. 56 plus 8. 64 minus 16. Then 48. There are at present total 48 keywords in JavaScript. There are at present total 48 keywords in JavaScript. So if you are familiar with language basics, client-side JavaScript becomes easy. If you are familiar with client-side JavaScript, then AngularJS, React.js, Node.js, these all becomes easy. Okay. There are at present total 48 keywords in JavaScript. Okay. Now, note, keyword cannot be used as an identifier. Keyword cannot be used as an identifier. Keyword cannot be used as an identifier. So these 48 keywords don't use as a variable name, method name, function name, class name, don't use. Okay. If you use, error comes. Previous all classes you didn't see errors. HTML, CSS. Here onwards, if you do any mistake, error comes. Okay. HTML, CSS, error, no error, no exception. Output also may or may not come. But here, if you do any small mistake, definitely error comes. Okay. How to see errors also I'll show you. Okay. See the execution process also, the way everything I'll cover. Now, like this about keywords. Writing program purpose, some words are reserved. Writing program purpose, some words are reserved. Those words are called keywords. For whatever you are writing, those words are called identifiers. That means if you open any JavaScript program, there are some words. Either the word will be keyword or identifier. Whatever you written, that is identifier. Whatever already prepared, keyword. Like that. But predefined classes, predefined objects, predefined functions, names will be there. No, that is also identifier. That is also identifier. Either predefined function name or user defined function name. The function name is identifier. Okay. Writing program purpose, syntaxes purpose, words reserved. No, those words are called keywords. Okay. Suppose you want to create one class, class keyword required. So initially there was no class in JavaScript, recently added. That's what I'm saying. It is one full-fledged programming language. It is also now object-oriented programming language. So I'll explain what is object-oriented, what is object-based, what is the difference between object-oriented and object-based, and JavaScript syntax, Java syntax totally different. Totally different. Okay. Recently few concepts introduced. Those concepts only will match with Java. Remaining all different. Remaining all even just you see next concept only different. Identifier keyword almost maybe same appears in almost language rules. But next concept only different. Literals onwards different. Okay. Now here writing program purpose. Writing program purpose, some words are already reserved. Those words are called keywords. Those words are called keywords. Like this, some examples are given. Starting, there are 56 keywords. Recently, 8 keywords included. 16 keywords removed. So total at present, 48 keywords are there. Okay. These keywords don't use as an identifier. Nothing but variable name, function name, class name, method name, don't use. If you use, error comes. And it is actually when JavaScript was introduced, 1995. 1995 released, 1997 only one standard maintained JavaScript also. That is called ECMA standard. So ECMAScript will call it. That is also one point I'll give better. This identifiers keywords over. Okay, that point I'll explain. I'll give. This is also important. JavaScript was introduced by Brendan Eich, EICH, in 1995. This person introduced JavaScript was introduced by Brendan Eich in 1995. It is become as ECMA standard in 1997. ECMA stands for European Computers Manufacturers Association. ECMA stands for European Computers Manufacturers Association. See, it is nothing but one specification. Some rules and guidelines are there. According to rules and guidelines, this is prepared. ECMA 262 is a standard name. ECMA script is a standard language name. What is this? I'll explain. So JavaScript was introduced in 1995, but it is become as standard in 1997 within 2 years, and the standard name is 262 number they given. This language name is ECMA script they given, standard language name. So this is also like a JavaScript only. Okay, ECMA script also nothing but language JavaScript only. ECMA standard number 262 they given. See, it is actually what is this one is. It is a specification. That is also write it better. ECMA script is a specification. A specification is a set of rules and guidelines that are used to develop applications and environments. JavaScript was introduced by Brendan Eich, EICH, in 1995. It had become as ECMA standard in 1997. ECMA stands for European Computers Manufacturers Association. ECMA 262 is a standard name. ECMA script is a standard language name. ECMA script is a specification. A specification is a set of rules and guidelines that are used to develop applications and environments. See, here, what exactly this one, why I am giving this one is to understand the about language, understanding language purpose I given. So, this language also, like a Java, like a Python, like a .NET, like a C Sharp, like a C++, like a C. It is also one standard language. Okay, that purpose I given this point. See, JavaScript was introduced by this person in 1995. Within a 2 years only, it has become a standard. Okay, it is one standard language. It has become as this rule, this standard. Standard nothing but here, some rules and guidelines will be there. Suppose here, it is specification. Now here rules will be there, guidelines will be there. Rules and guidelines. Rules and guidelines will be there. Seeing these rules and guidelines are JavaScript engine developed. JavaScript engine to run JavaScript program. That is while teaching first program I'll explain. While teaching first JavaScript program, I'll cover that one. Okay. Here, this is nothing but specification. It is nothing but specification. What is specification is set of rules and guidelines. For writing program purpose, writing application, developing application purpose, some rules and guidelines are given by that ECMA people. Okay. Now, these rules and guidelines, seeing these rules and guidelines, here JavaScript engine developed. So it is environment. It is environment. Now, seeing these rules and guidelines, JavaScript engine developed. That is nothing but environment. But seeing these rules and guidelines, you are going to develop application. You are going to develop application. This application will run under in this environment. So, seeing these rules and guidelines, environment developed. Seeing these rules and guidelines, you are going to build application. Seeing these rules and guidelines, you are going to build this application. Then this application will run in this environment. Suppose one programmer, he doesn't want to follow these rules and guidelines. Is it possible? No. If you don't follow these rules and guidelines, this environment cannot understand your program. If you write your own standard, that JavaScript engine will understand? No. So here are only two options for programmer. Either you follow rules and guidelines or you develop this environment. Okay. That means either write JavaScript rules and guidelines you follow and write program, or you develop JavaScript engine. Can you develop JavaScript engine? No. Then follow rules and guidelines. No other option. Okay. Like that. So seeing these rules and guidelines only, the software developed. Seeing that rules and guidelines only, that software developed. That software understandable format you have to write program. Your own style if you write, will it understand? No. Your standard you can understand. That JavaScript engine cannot understand, no? JavaScript engine understandable format you have to write program. That is the reason you must follow rules and guidelines I am saying. Okay. But HTML, CSS rules and guidelines are very less. But JavaScript compulsory. JavaScript is one full-fledged programming language. That too object oriented. Starting, it was object based. Now everything supported. Whatever you are learning in Java class, Python class, C Sharp class, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, you studied, no? You are, I think, parallelly learning. Like that, JavaScript also possible. We have encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, class, object, everything is there in JavaScript also. But syntax is totally different. It is different from Java. It is different from Python. It is different from C Sharp. So that's what you have to concentrate on syntaxes also. Okay. So here rules and guidelines you must follow. The rules and guidelines purpose only this ECMA. Okay. So these ECMA script rules and guidelines our JavaScript language follows. For that one standard name they given 262 number. In this standard name. Standard language name is ECMA script. So it is specification. Okay. That's what, whatever I'm giving notes now, identify rules and guidelines, keywords, rules and guidelines, you must to follow. Here one rule I given. Keyword cannot be used as an identifier. You must to follow. If you write, suppose identifier place this keyword, if you write, your program will not run. Error comes. Okay. That is syntax error comes. Now, that's what these rules and guidelines you have to learn. Understood? So JavaScript also will maintain one specification, rules and guidelines. That is ECMA language, ECMA script. That is one specification, rules and guidelines. Generally, suppose you are learning Java, then what will happen? Java will follow Java language specification only. Their own specification, rules and guidelines are there. That standard is different. Python rules and a separate specification is there. For this common specification, this is. Many scripting languages are there in the market. VB script, TypeScript, JavaScript, like that. Scripting language, many are there. For that, common. Those standards maintaining. But Java language, it has its own specification. Python language, it has own specification. C#, it has own specification. But all scripting language, this specification. Okay. So, according to this specification, rules and guidelines, JavaScript is following. Based on that JavaScript only, the rules and guidelines only, browsers, this engine inserted to run that JavaScript program. Like every browser, different JavaScript engines are there to run JavaScript program. Where you are going to run JavaScript program? You are going to run in browser only again. Say HTML program, where you are running? Browser. CSS program, browser. JavaScript program also will run in browser. In that browser, one JavaScript engine embedded. In that engine, it will run. But server side JavaScript. In the server also one JavaScript engine embedded. That JavaScript engine will run JavaScript program. So, the JavaScript engine will be there in every browser. But all web browser vendors, whoever will manufacture web browser vendors, will follow these rules and guidelines. With that only developed. Okay. So, otherwise, all browsers, how it will understand? All browsers also contain some JavaScript engines. JavaScript engines prepared by different people. Different people, different types implemented. But at last, your JavaScript program you can run. Any browser you can run. It is working. Reason? According to rules and guidelines developed. That is rules and guidelines. So what exactly specification, is it clear? So specification means rules will be there, guidelines will be there. What purpose? To develop environments, to develop applications. Who will develop environment? Companies. Who will develop application? Programmer. What you are going to learn? How to develop application you are going to learn. Are you going to learn how to develop environment? No. That is after joining in the company, after getting 10-20 years experience. If you get a job in product-based company, then you will develop. Okay. That is starting, they won't give that type of work. That is product-based company. Suppose if you get a job in Google, if you get a job in Netscape, if you get a job in IBM, if you get a job in Microsoft, if you get a job in Oracle, product-based company. As a fresher, they won't give 10-20 years experience minimum required. Then that type of work. Okay. So, rules and guidelines not only for you, rules and guidelines for companies also. Those companies are going to develop environments. Okay. Your rules and guidelines you are going to follow to develop applications. Okay. Now, is it clear about rules and guidelines? Identifiers completed, keywords completed. Next. Note on. What is third one? Literals. A literal is a source code representation of a fixed value. A literal is a source code representation of a fixed value. A literal is a source code representation of a fixed value. So in a program, fixed values, nothing but data. Data, nothing but literal. In a C language, we are calling constants. C++, we are calling constants. Java, Python, C Sharp, we are calling literals. Here also we are calling literals. Say 101 employee number. Suppose my name Venkatesh. It's a one name data. Like this. This is one data. It is one data. It is nothing but literal. It is nothing but literal. But this is one type of literal. This is one more type of literal. Like that. Here. Note on. In different programming language, different type. In JavaScript, literals are divided into the following categories. In JavaScript, literals are divided into the following categories. In JavaScript, literals are divided into the following categories. Say, data in different formats we can represent. Suppose employee numbers, you will write only digits. Employee number like this. Employee name, you will write characters. Employee salary, you will write decimal points. Okay. Employee attendance, present, absent, one character will write. Employee attendance, you can write maybe true, false. So like this, different types you are representing, no, that is called literal. That is called literal. That selection according to your requirement you can select. In JavaScript, literals are divided into the following categories. First one, numeric literals. Second one, string literals. Third one, Boolean literals. Fourth one, object literals. In JavaScript, literals are divided into the following categories. In JavaScript, literals are divided into the following categories. First one, numeric literals. Second one, string literals. Third one, Boolean literals. Fourth one, object literals. 4 categories of literals are there in JavaScript. Different language, different types. Some language 6 categories, some language 8 categories, some language 2 categories, like that. Different. In JavaScript, literals are divided into 4 categories. First one, numeric literals. Numeric literals. Numeric literals are divided into the following subcategories. Numeric literals are divided into the following subcategories. First one, decimal literals, octal literals, hexadecimal literals, binary literals. Floating point literals, exponentiation literals, exponential literals, big int literals. Numeric literals are divided into the following subcategories. Decimal literals, octal literals, hexadecimal literals, binary literals, floating point literals, exponential literals, big int literals. So 7 subcategories are there. These all numeric only. Here with decimal, without decimal, or if large numbers, all comes under one category, numeric only. Okay. These are just number formats actually. Decimal, octal, hexadecimal, binary. Okay. These are number formats. Now, is it over? Here, decimal literal, octal literal, hexadecimal, binary. What is a decimal literal base? 10. Octal, hexadecimal, 16. Binary, 0. 0 and 1, 2. Base. Suppose one number 30. This one number 30. This base is 10. This is called decimal literal. It is decimal number. Okay. This 30, if you want to divide into octal literal, how will you divide? Divided by 8. 8 3 ja 24. Remainder 6. So 3 6. You'll take like this. 3 6. Base is 8. This is called octal literal. Octal. Here 36. If you want to 30. If you want hexadecimal, divided by 16. 16 1 ja 16. Remainder 14. 14 means what will do? Here, if remainder is 10, A, 11, B, 12, C, 13, E, D, 14, E, 15, F. Then 114. Then what will write? 1 E. This is hexadecimal. It is hexadecimal. Binary divided by 2. 215 ja 30. Remainder 0. 2 7 ja 14. Remainder 1. 2 3 ja 6. Remainder 1. 2 1 ja 2. Remainder 1. This is binary. One 1 1 0 is binary. It is called binary. If you want, you can note down how to represent. I'll show you. Decimal, octal, hexadecimal, binary. Why base is 10 here? What is the meaning of 10 here? 0 to 9. Here 8 means 0 to 7. In a octal number, 8 will not appears, 9 will not appears, 0 to 7 only appears. In hexadecimal, 0 to 9, 10 to 15, that is A to F. So here 1 to 0 to 9 will be there, A to F will be there. Binary 0 and 1. If you want, you can write how to represent in JavaScript. I'll show you. Decimal, octal, hexadecimal, binary. So 30 is our number, base 10, nothing but decimal. If you want to divide, if you want to make it octal, 8. 8 3 is 24, remainder 6. 3 6. That is octal number. 16 1 is 16, remainder 14. 10 means A, 11 means B, 12 means C, 13 D, 14 E, 15 F. So 14 means 1 E. It is 16. 0 to 9 will be there, A to F will be there. Here 2 15 is 30, remainder 0. 2 7 is 14, remainder 1. 2 3 is 6, remainder 1. 2 1 is 2, remainder 1. 1 1 1 1 0. It is binary. Okay. It is decimal literal, it is octal literal, it is hexadecimal literal, it is binary literal. How to represent in JavaScript with programming, I'll show you tomorrow onwards. Okay. Tomorrow onwards, I'll start programming, coding.
But in our course that they have this course not there. Separate batch. Separate React is separate batch. Class important ಇದೆ class. Class important. Class important. All cool class. Influencer class ನೋಡಿ ಅಡಿದ ಲೆಸ್ అంటే మేము ఆల్రెడీ జాయిన్ అయ్యాము ఆ మెయిల్ పైన నా దగ్గర ఉంది. దాని కెపాసిటీ మన క్లాస్ కెపాసిటీ 800 ఉంది. ఆన్లైన్ ఆఫ్ లేదు. Actually, this batch is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You arrange it like if you arrange like anytime
Kishore, I explained very clear. Spoon feeding only given. Kishore, I'll explain, don't worry. Padmanabha Raju, if you want to join, you actually, which course you join? Only HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or any other course you join? Based on that, I can give answer. Vanamala, Diwali holiday not decided. Saqib, yeah, it is necessary. We'll use. Rahman, thank you. Java full stack joined. Then no need to learn Node.js. Then no need to learn Node.js. Notes I'll share. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Saqib, which course you joined? Based on that, I can give answer. You joined for Java, .NET, or Python, or full stack web. Based on that, I can give answer. Full stack Java. React is better. React.js is better. Java people join React.js. .NET people join Angular. Python people better go for React only. No need to learn both. Angular, React, no need to learn. Any one only learn. That is best one, React. Present market is React.js. But .NET people, Angular only join. We'll see continuation tomorrow. David, yeah, SQL will be covered in full stack Python. SQL will be covered in all full stacks. Any other doubts? We'll see continuation tomorrow. React.js both are same. AngularJS different. Pranit, React.js both are same. Angular different, AngularJS different. We'll see continuation tomorrow.